Who invited these guys?
Sometimes I feel like a bitchy mom. But I feel like if I don't be that guy, then you'll be a loose cannon. I gotta reel you in a little bit.
Alright, we're shooting again. So what were we talking about?
You know, one thing I do wonder. Hey, here we go. Fucking idiot. I've always wondered, why is it that the most attractive females have the most, typically, not always, but typically, have the most boring, dull personality? What is with that? You ever notice that? It's the girls that you're not that attracted to that have just a banging personality. And it kicks them up a couple notches, but still not enough to like really draw you in. But for whatever reason, the really, really like dime pieces or like the above average looking chicks have a dull personality. I just got out of a relationship with one. I hope she doesn't see this. She's gonna eat me up in the comments. But it's true. She was.
Oh, I'm dull. Well, you're a fucking cheap ass bastard.
Nah, yeah, I can hear it now. She was boring. She was boring. Didn't know how to laugh. Didn't know how to cut up. Didn't know how to. Nothing. No sense of humor. No. Just nothing. There was nothing there.
I think everybody always falls back on oh, they're not as attractive. I'm about to say they're not that, but they're not as attractive, so they got to make up for it with a banging personality.
Maybe so, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows why it's like that? But this is something that I've noticed over the years. Like, there's been girls that I've seen in the past. I kind of still see one where like she has a lot of potential, right? Where, how can I word this and not sound like a dick? Like, I'm into her, but I'm not really into her. You know what I mean? But the potential's there. But one thing that I love about this chick and why I keep seeing her is because her personality is dope as fuck. She's funny, she's talkative, she likes to cut up, she's outgoing, she's, I don't know, like, she's just cool. She's cool as fuck. She's smart, she's witty, and anytime me and her hang out, conversation just flows and it's effortless and it's fucking dope.
I think that a lot of girls feel like they can get by on their looks and not really have a banging personality, and they can come off kind of snobby sometimes, yeah. Like they expect you to swoon over them and but you can't really do that with a chick that don't bring nothing to the table, like personality wise. Like, in the beginning it might be all right, but as time goes on, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Honestly, that was the case for me. I saw it pretty early on, the lack of, you know what I mean? But in my head, I was like, well, surely I can work her out of this. You know what I mean? If I cut up with her enough, if like the more comfortable she gets with me, like I'm gonna see more playfulness, more, you know, what have you, right? And I kept waiting for it, and it wasn't showing up.
It said a little something when you told me that she wasn't trying to get out in the snow when y'all had that snow day.
Yeah. Honestly, that fucking bummed me out.
Because I got out there, fucking, taking the sled down the hill, fucking, just enjoying it. Cause we don't ever get nothing like that here down the south.
Hardly ever. We hardly ever get snow.
And if you want to talk, let's get out in the four-wheeler. Let's get on the four-wheeler. Fucking spend the whole day, tearing it up outside, and then later on in the day we're tired. We bring it back inside, a little hot chocolate, a little movie or something. You know what I'm saying?
Earth.
But if you want to just slouch all day in the house while it's snowing outside, how about we walk down the road from here on College Drive to this main road right here, and walk down towards Wendy's? And how about the street was littered with people from their houses and apartments?
As it should be, because we hardly ever get snow. And if you have fun right outside your window, why wouldn't you want to go partake? A little sledding, a little build a snowman, a little something, anything. You know what I'm saying? And I asked you.
Get out there, tire yourself out, play in the snow, and later on maybe go get a little something to eat, you know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
Wind it down.
Perfect.
But
I was like, hey, it looks pretty packed out there. Like, let's go jump on the 4-wheeler. Let's go build a snowman. In the back of my place, there's like a little like downhill. I was like, we can find something to sled down there. Let's something. And she was like, oh no, it's too cold. I was like, okay, well fuck us then. Let's just sit here and fucking fun right outside, feet from us, but let's just stay indoors and fucking watch movies.
I would even toss a little, what I'm saying, a little cup of whiskey or something. You know what I'm saying, get out there, a little buzz. You know what I'm saying,
something, anything.
Have a good time. You know what I'm saying, throw some snowballs, build a snowman. I mean, something.
She wasn't up for any of that,
but
she was like, nope, it's too cold. I'm good, thanks. And I was like, okay. What do you say to that? Sure, I could have went out there by myself, looked like a fucking idiot, but what fun would that have been?
Life, I probably would have did that.
Honestly, I thought about it. I debated it because
I would have myself. I'd have took that 4-wheeler. I'd have went out, especially in Chatsworth. I would have took that 4-wheeler out and just went and hauled ass, fucking played in the snow, doing some donuts. You'd found somebody out there to run around with, and left her ass in the house. And if she got pissed, that's exactly
that's exactly what would have happened. I never would have heard the end of that.
She would have got mad. She probably would have went home.
Well, she couldn't because she was snowed in. She was stuck with it.
That would suck. You're both fighting.
So imagine being pissed off for a night and a half. She's stuck at my place, fucking snowed in.
I'll go sit in the room.
Pissed off the whole time.
I'll go sit in the room.
It was bad enough she didn't want to get out and play in the snow, and to top it off, now she's pissed off at me the rest of the time she's there. I let it go. Whatever. We were bored trying to find a good movie or a documentary to watch or whatever. But we still had fun. But what I'm saying is, like, I wanted to get out there in that snow. I wanted to get out there in that, and all I kept thinking about. I don't even know if I should admit this, but it's the truth. One of my exes that I'm still really close friends with, she's still a really close friend of mine. I kept thinking how much fun it would have been if she was there. We would have got out there and acted a fucking monkey, yeah? And it would have been fun as fuck.
Let's go out there and fucking hit me over the head with a shovel. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what is this, fucking backyard wrestling or what?
I mean, something DDT me in the snow.
DDT me in the snow.
To push me off my roof. You know what I'm saying? Let's go break a leg or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go have some fun. Sure.
It's not like fucking hospital bills are crazy high or anything right now.
Let's just go have some fun, and sit in the house all day. Just it ain't there. It ain't the vibe. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get into the snow day. It's getting warm. We ain't getting.
That's it. That was it. That was probably the only snow day we're gonna get in a good long while.
If she really likes you, she'll come to your house with some snow in a Tupperware bowl and tell you, hey, let's get out here and throw this around. If you're listening, do that. That's how we'll know it's real.
She won't. She fucking ghosted me after we got back from our trip and shit. But anyways, it's just something I've noticed over the years, and I've never understood it. Why? I don't know why it's like that. Like, what is it? Are are they just born without that funny bone? Is that what it is?
There's some fun girls out there.
I remember I used to mad crush on this chick in high school, and I never made a move because I was in a relationship. But from a distance, I would just be like, "Damn, if only," right? And then after me and my ex broke up, I started hanging around a certain group. Her group, they were all mutual friends. I wound up, hanging around her people for a while. And we got to talking, we got to hanging out, and we had a little fling. Didn't last long, but we had a little fling. And I just remember thinking, this is what I missed out on? She was so boring. It was boring. No sense of humor, dry, didn't like to cut up, was serious all the time. Even if I did say something that made her laugh, she wouldn't try to keep the conversation going or the inside joke going or whatever. She would just say stuff like, "Oh, that's crazy." What am I supposed to do with that?
You're supposed to ram it up your ass.
What do you do with that? "Oh, that's crazy."
I mean,
what the fuck? What a dead end street that is. That's crazy.
We don't have the same sense of humor as everybody.
I get it, but can you show me something? Even if it's dad jokes that I don't think are funny, show me something. Anything.
I want somebody to get my dark sense of humor.
Yeah.
If I say some crazy wacko shit, I want you to laugh and not think that I'm a psychopath, No, if I say some just off the wall stuff and I want you to just fucking break out laughing, crying, and not think that this man needs to be in a straitjacket.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing about it is that even if you don't think that it's funny, but at least you have the playfulness in you to play along and keep that playfulness going, that conversation, that whatever going. Just play along with me. Even if you don't think it's funny, you say some wild shit, we'll laugh off of that. We'll keep the banter going back and forth. But if I'm trying to be playful with you, talkative, saying crazy shit, trying to make jokes, crack jokes, laugh it up, whatever, and all I'm getting back from you is, "Oh, that's crazy," where does the conversation go after that? It dies.
I'm crazy. Hey, you can't say that.
I'm totally kidding. I would never. I never have and I never would.
They're gonna think you're a domestic abuser, yo.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know, right?
That's crazy. Oh yeah.
No, but I mean, it's give me something to go off of. You know what I mean?
I know people that are kind of in our circle that they don't really know or they don't really understand our jokes, but a lot of the time, if I crack some crazy shit, the people around me usually are laughing their ass off.
I mean, yeah. It's the same with my group of friends. I mean, I don't know. It's just the playfulness that when you engage or you start, people are, I don't know, it's just infectious. People always want to laugh it up and have a good time. You know what I mean? So I'm just that type. I've always been the class clown, the dude sitting in the back of the class trying to make everyone laugh and shit. I can chop it up with people. And it's infectious. When that's the way you are, people want to join in on that because it's fun. You know what I mean? So even if people don't necessarily find us funny, they like to engage in that back and forth silly shit because it's fun. You know what I mean? It's
I'm gonna run us off the road.
Okay, that's a little too dark right there. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I've only met one person that was on my vibe level, where even if she didn't think I was funny, she was willing to engage with me and be just as silly, be just as crazy and shit. And I had another one that accepted it, but she didn't really play into it that much, but she accepted who I was, and I felt like I could be 100% myself with her. So that was cool. But it's rare to find when someone matches your vibe level. It's tough. It's tough to find that.
Going back to what we were talking about, homie, having a little dignity and self-respect. I want people to understand that we're human too. So I'm sure we went an extra mile for a chick that we've dug and felt for.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can think of a couple of occasions. I'm kind of going through that now, where
life.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, obviously, don't say the name, but
I was about to say who, but I can't say.
I just went to that concert with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not like crazy digging this chick, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. Like from the very first time that I seen her, that drunk night where we went to go eat tacos afterwards, and I seen her in the parking lot. I thought she was really cute, and I walked up, I shot my shot, I got her number, cool. We hung out for a little bit, but I came up short, and I think I don't know, like. It seems like she's into me, but then sometimes it's hard to read her. So, but like you said, you have to have a little dignity, and you can't put so much energy into that basket if you're not going to get that return on your investment. So, even though I like her, I'm digging her, I can't like go all in. I just can't. Like, I can't allow myself to like just feed energy into it if I'm not getting that same energy back. You know what I mean?
If I'm digging you, you're gonna know it.
Oh yeah. 100%,
yeah. And I think that you've mentioned this a couple times, where you think that I can do some thoughtful shit sometimes.
No, yeah, for sure. That I gotta admit, that's one thing that I've always envied about you, is that I've seen you do some pretty thoughtful shit. Some things that probably would never even cross my fucking mind, and that's not to say that I'm a jerk or that I'm unthoughtful, but if we're talking levels here, yeah, you're like 2-3 steps above me.
No, I can be really thoughtful, and if I'm really trying to holler at you, I'll do some really thoughtful, crazy shit.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
And you'll know it, and I'll show it. But yeah, there's a line right there that, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't get reciprocated, and you are doing something that basically they're not matching your vibes, they're not matching what you're putting out, yeah, you gotta kind of, it's not really tucking your tail and walking away, but you lost that game. You know what I'm saying? It's the playoffs, and you threw a pick on the last drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You threw a Hail Mary, and it didn't get caught. Time ticks off the clock, and time's up.
But I'm not gonna be one of those dudes that are sour about it.
Nah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
because I've seen some dudes get rejected and lash out. You know, show their ass.
Nah, I've never been a bitch like that.
And I think that's just part of the game. You win some, you lose some, but you live.
Here we go. Now, son, we'd have never moved into this neighborhood if we thought you needed the damn gun to walk around.
You win some and you lose some.
But you live.
But you live.
You live to fight another day.
You live to fight another day.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to get upset about. There's somebody for everybody. You know what I mean? And not everyone's gonna feel you. You know what I mean? We're gonna think highly of ourselves because I feel like I'm and this isn't bragging or boasting, but like in all my life, this is right now, especially now, is when I feel the most stable and things are just going good. And I don't know, I think I'm funny. You know what I mean? And I feel like I bring a pretty decent amount to the table. But with that being said, if someone doesn't feel me, it's nothing to get upset about. It's like, you're not going to be for everybody. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean? But eventually somebody will come along that does feel what you're working with. And it'll be the right time, right place.
That's true.
In the meantime, just don't lose your dignity trying to chase the wrong girl, I guess. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I think dudes will most definitely lose themselves if they're chasing something, if they're looking for something in the girl that just ain't there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you've swung, like if you're in the batter's box and you swung and you struck out. You know what I'm saying?
Go put your bat up and get back in the rotation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. There's nothing else you can do.
Oh, yeah.
And it don't mean that you're an ugly dude. It don't mean that you ain't got the goods. I mean, you might not, but
at least not with that person you were chasing. It doesn't
mean that you don't got the goods. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for her. Maybe this wasn't the right time for both of y'all. Maybe she just wasn't feeling you, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
Maybe you showed up at the wrong time in her life where she wasn't ready to take on anything. You know?
No, yeah. There's an abundance of different things that it could have been, but
you know what we sound like? Like the beginning of that movie. She's just not that into you, or he's just not that into you.
I ain't never seen it.
What? Okay, you got homework to do. That's a good answer. How the fuck have you never seen that movie?
You know which one I did see the other day?
Oh yeah.
No,
exploding milk butts?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. What's the one where homie dolls up the weird awkward chick in high school and takes her to prom and she
Never Been Kissed?
No, not that one.
It is that one.
Nah.
Which one you idiot?
It's the one where Paul Walker places the bet with homie that he can take.
Oh, yo, that girl. About in that era, that was my biggest crush.
Really?
She's all that.
I seen that the other day when she walks down the stairs
In the red dress.
Kiss me.
Oh
No.
God, son.
Right here.
Whatever sense that makes. If y'all can make sense of that. But that scene is iconic. Yeah. For years after that movie, I feel like I had the biggest crush on that chick. How about she's still cute? I seen her in a Netflix movie not that long ago.
I seen her at the store the other day.
Fucking idiot.
But yeah, she when she got dolled up in that red dress,
She took my breath away. I was like this. Kiss me under the moonlight, baby.
You know what other scene that song plays in?
Here we go.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days when they're at the basketball game and they're like on the kiss cam or whatever.
I've actually have only seen pieces of that movie.
Life is an N-word.
Could you stop? Could you stop doing that? Yeah.
You got some homework to do because that's a good movie. No, yeah. And when they go on a bike ride on his motorcycle on his little chopper, that one song plays by Keith Urban. What's that one banger he had like 03, 04? You know what I'm talking about?
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Oh my